everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is Monday, June 27th. Now, we do have a couple of meetings to tell you about today. We have one at 9:30 this morning, which will be the third Architectural Controls and Standards Committee meeting, and that will be in the boardroom. And as I mentioned, that will be at 9:30. Then we have the GRF Security and Community Access Committee meeting, and that will be also in the boardroom, but that's at 1:30 this afternoon. Now, on our show today, we have Annie McCary here, who's going to give us a third mutual report update, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about being safe in the kitchen and with a barbecue. Then we also talked to Rebecca Gilad, who is here on behalf of her show called Did You Know? And so we're going to learn all about that after we come back from break. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we told you that it was going to be warm, and it's going to get a little cooler towards the end of the week, but we're still going to have some warm temperatures. We're looking at 84, 65, 83, 66, then 81 for the rest of the week, 65, 61, and 62. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:43, and our sunset will be at 8:05. And Cole, awesome shot of the highway to nowhere, or the highway to the horizon, however you want to look at that. Thank you for sending that in. If you have a photo that you would like to share with us, please email it to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. And we are looking for a high-resolution original photo, and summertime is our theme for now. So please email us that photo, and we will share it right here on This Day. All right, when we come back, we will have Annie McCary, so stay tuned.
I was battling 4 different kinds of cancer, all in stage 4. Although I was determined to fight, I had also put my affairs in order. But my team at Hoag refused to give up and enrolled me in a phase 1 clinical trial. This changed everything.
Hoag Family Cancer Institute has the largest phase 1 clinical trial program in Orange County and ranks in the top 10% of cancer programs nationwide. Deb became one of only 12 people in the world with advanced lung cancer to receive this leading-edge cancer therapy, and it saved her life.
Hoag is leading the way in some of the most advanced personalized medicine in cancer with molecular imaging and therapy, immunotherapy, and a multitude of other patient-driven clinical research trials.
My cancer care was a life or death decision, and I chose Hoag.
Now more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Has hearing others been more difficult lately? If so, it might be time to look into hearing aids. But how do you know which hearing aid is right for you? At Hearing Remedy, we offer a free hearing aid test drive, a hassle-free way to find the perfect hearing aid for you, a no-pressure process that truly puts you in the driver's seat. Here's how it works. Contact Hearing Remedy to schedule an initial hearing evaluation. We'll check your hearing, and if the results show that you could benefit from hearing aids, we will fit them to you the same day with no commitment or deposit required. Take them for a test drive around the house, out on the town, and any place that you typically have trouble hearing. Come back in a week, and if it's not improving your life, we'll fit you with another hearing aid until we find the perfect one for you. It's really that easy. Call Hearing Remedy to schedule your risk-free hearing aid test drive today.
We have Annie McCary here, who's going to talk to us a little bit about something that is very important especially during our summer months. Well, welcome, Annie. How are you?
Thank you, Lisa, and I'm wonderful. It's a very nice, warm day outside today, and
Yes.
I'm enjoying it.
Well, it is great, and as I mentioned earlier in our show, we're looking at some nice weather, which would bring people to want to barbecue and cook maybe a little bit more and do some things that could potentially be unsafe. So you're here to remind them about ways to cook and barbecue safely. So I love that. So, let's just jump right in. We've got a lovely photo of a kitchen behind us, and we've got a nice big red fire extinguisher.
Exactly. And what a perfect place to have a fire extinguisher in your kitchen, although that looks like a gas burner on that particular photo. Here in the village, most of our stoves are electric.
Electric, okay.
Which electrical fires happen as frequently as gas fires do as well.
Well, yeah, or, you can still have something on the stovetop and it could be boiling, and then who knows, you could have a fire. And you can't throw water on those kinds of fires. You have to use the fire extinguisher.
Absolutely, you have to.
And what are some of the, what are some of the things like here, just some ideas of what we should be doing?
Well, one of the first things, and really important thing, is that make sure that you have a fire extinguisher and have it someplace close by. And since most of the times fires occur either in the kitchen or in a laundry room someplace, so wherever that is, it's always a good idea to have a fire extinguisher on hand.
Exactly. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be as large as the one we have in the picture. They do sell some small ones that would still be sufficient enough, and you can kind of store that under the sink.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's a great idea. And we want people to think about something that's practical, because if you got the big, huge one, it may not be practical for some of us who may not be able to handle it. So the smaller ones are much easier.
Yeah, they can be heavy. And of course, anytime you have reason to call 911, you certainly should do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. We don't want people running around. If you haven't and it's just smoke or a small fire, you can use your fire extinguisher, but also call 911, because there may be some other damage done that we might not be able to assess personally.
Well, it could be something in the wall.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so when using a fire extinguisher, what are some things that we should keep in mind?
So we've got some nice little rules set up here. Remember to use, we used to call it, I think we still call it pass, a technique. When using an extinguisher, you pull, you aim, and then you squeeze, and then you sweep. So it's like a sweeping motion.
Oh.
You pull the little knob off to unlock it, and then you aim at the fire or a little bit adjacent to the fire, and you sweep across.
Oh, okay.
Or you squeeze the handle, and then you sweep across.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know, because I guess if you just kept it in one spot, it wouldn't cover the whole thing. Okay.
And another good thing about something to remember about fire extinguishers is not just any old fire extinguisher will do. The newer fire extinguishers have a multi-purpose, such as one for Class A, B, and C fire. And Class A, as you can see, is an ordinary combustible like a cloth, wood, or paper. Class B, anything flammable like liquids, grease, gasoline, or oil. And then Class C is electrical appliance. And this one extinguisher is able to address all of those classes of fire.
Oh, okay. And I noticed you put a link there where you can go to the ocfa.org, safety programs, cooking fires, and that's where you can watch a video on how to use the fire extinguisher.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's really, really a nice resource to have is the Orange County Fire Authority, because they are really part of our good neighbors here in Laguna Woods Village, and they have so much information that they're willing to share with us.
Oh, absolutely. That is great. And sometimes they have not so much classes, but presentations, and they'll do it at a location. Like I know around Christmas time, it's amazing to me to watch how quick a Christmas tree can burn. Because they do that, because it gets super dry and it just goes poof and it's gone. So some things to keep in mind if you want to watch some demonstrations that they have. Okay, so we also have smoke detectors that oftentimes we just forget about.
Oh, smoke detectors, we do forget. I know I forget about mine, and I have to make myself a little note or something to make sure that it's working properly, because it's something that if you don't use, most of the time we don't even think about it, but it's a valuable, valuable piece of equipment to have in your house.
Well, exactly. And then, we were talking about this off camera, that sometimes they do chirping, and I guess that's because you need to replace the batteries. So you're writing a note. Some people say, well, you know what, every time we change the clocks, we're going to go ahead and change our batteries. But now I don't think we're going to observe daylight savings anymore, so you better write your note now.
Yes, absolutely. And you mentioned about the chirping sound, and that's a really good indicator that it's probably time to change the battery in them.
Okay, and you know what, I think most of the units probably have some sort of working smoke detector, but if you want additional ones, are there other places we should be putting them?
Yes, in the kitchen specifically, I have one in my hallway of my unit, and it's directly above my wash and dryer. So oftentimes when I'm drying clothes, if it gets too humid in the area, then it signals my fire alarm, my smoke alarm. So any kind of heat in my unit triggers the smoke alarm. So, and it doesn't just do the little chirp, it goes off and it sounds an alarm. So.
Okay, and then one thing I thought was interesting on the last one you have, consider special alarms, strobe lights, or bed shakers if household residents are hearing impaired. I didn't even know they sold things like that.
I just recently heard about something like that, because we do have people that are hearing impaired, and you know, what a lifesaver that could turn out to be with making some kind of shaking noise or vibration noise.
Exactly. Yeah, you would have to know because you may not be able to hear that. Because a lot of people take their hearing aids out and put them in their little, you know, rechargeable thingy, and then they're never going to hear it. So that's crazy. But good information. So replace them when? Like the actual unit itself,
the
not just the
actual
battery.
unit itself. It says the recommendations now are to replace them every 10 years.
Okay.
And you should test them at least once a month. It's hard for some people, probably a lot of people, to get up, because you have to climb up on a ladder because it's in the ceiling, and to push that little test button. But
can you just use like a handle from a broom? Can that work?
I've not tried that, but the little red knob is very visible, so you could probably do that as well.
Because also save your ears.
Yes,
because you get up there and it's going to be kind of loud.
It is pretty loud and pretty intense.
And then, like you mentioned, change the 9-volt smoke alarm batteries twice a year. Or when you hear the chirping sound, right? Yeah. Oh, here, you just said the chirping sound, so perfect. Well, this is really great information. Is there anything we might have missed? Well, no. Barbecue safety, we really didn't go into too much, but there is concerns that some people do have the barbecue possibly too close.
And that's a good point, absolutely. And we have, Third Mutual have guidelines regarding barbecue grills. And there's a really nice article in this month's issue of the Village Breeze that talk about barbecue and barbecue safety and the type of barbecue grills that you can actually have. And of course, with any of this, to answer your earlier question, with any of this, if there is any kind of a suspicion of a fire, we don't want anyone hesitating to call the fire department. Please dial 911.
Okay.
Even if it's a small scale fire, we just never know.
Exactly, because you may have thought you've completed, you know, taken care of it on the surface, but then, like we mentioned, something could be in the walls, so.
Exactly, right. And summertime is coming up, and people are raring up to get those barbecue grills going, so we just want everybody to be safe.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the information and the reminders.
Thank you. My pleasure.
If you want more information about all of the things that we have discussed, of course, you can always go to our website, which is lagunawoodsvillage.com, and type in safety, and you'll bring you to a lot of different things, including disaster preparedness, as well as barbecue safety. And of course, as Annie mentioned, you can always pick up the edition of the local Village Breeze, and there are articles in there about being safe. We'll be right back.
Number one reported accident for a senior is a fall.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. If you've taken a bad fall or your balance isn't what it used to be, it's time to try 60 Up. It's safe, it's effective balance training that can get you back on your feet in as little as 3 weeks, like it did me.
If you have balance, strength, or mobility issues, you need 60 Up.
Within a couple weeks, my balance has improved.
If you're feeling scared, you need 60 Up.
It works.
Go to 60up.com. That's the number 60up.com.
It changed my life, and it can change yours too.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hi, I'm Ann Mundell-Noel, audiologist and owner at Amazing Hearing. As we head into the new year, it's time to focus on making changes and setting goals. In 2022, make a new goal to improve your hearing. At Amazing Hearing, we understand better hearing means better memory, better balance, and most importantly, better communication. Call us to set up your appointment. At Amazing Hearing, we will help you reach your goal.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure for those coping with Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Welcome back. Well, I have Rebecca Gilad here, who is here on behalf of her brand new show called Did You Know? Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you. How are you, Lisa?
Good. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you could make it into the studio to share this really great information with us. Now, we know you from the Espanol show.
Right.
And so tell me a little bit about why you transitioned into this particular kind of show.
Okay. Well, I was born and raised in Mexico, and I had the opportunity to live in different countries. So I'm used to being among people from different countries, and I love it. And when I first moved to Laguna Woods and I saw people from all over the world, I was ecstatically happy. Mm-hmm. And then I started to visit the different clubs. And I saw, for example, in the Chinese club, all Chinese people. And I went to other clubs, and they were all from that representation. And then I thought, we are missing something here.
Okay.
We don't know enough about our neighbors. And that's how the idea started. And of course, then I came to you and to Village TV. And that reminds me, I want to really, really thank the staff, and especially PJ Higgins, who is our director and genius here. So that's how it all started. I wanted for people who were born in a different country and spent in that country time until their adult years to share their experiences, their knowledge, and make us all meet each other this way and learn why we think the way we do, why we speak the way we do, and understand each other.
I think that's a really great opportunity, like you said. You know, we do have a very diverse group here in the village, and you know, lots of different clubs. And you're right, one club may not know enough about the other club. They just know, oh, well, that might be their heritage. So you dive into that. So tell me about kind of the premise of the show. I mean, you have a variety of different people. Sometimes you might have more than others in the shows. But what are you looking at about that individual?
Well, I get to the people by recommendations. Okay. Somebody tells me they know somebody, and then we meet at my house and we talk, and then we choose dates and we get together. We divide what would they want to talk about, and we concentrate on history of the country and then experiences that have to do with clothing, with studying, with schools, with food.
Right.
That's very important.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the show, we have a game, which is called Did You Know?
And does it pertain to what you just talked about in that country?
Yes.
Okay.
But it pertains only to that country, but it is so that our viewers will check themselves if they knew what actually came from that country that we use in this country.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And that makes our lives better and easier and tastier.
And tastier. Well, you were really cute because you left us some samples the last time that you had folks on. Tell me what countries you covered in your first show.
In the first show, it was India. Each program will cover one country. Okay. The next one will be about China.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
But we have already, we're thinking about Turkey, and we have neighbors from all over the world.
Right, right. And you know, like you said, there is different traditions.
Yes.
There's different architecture, certainly different food.
Yes.
And you're very fortunate to be able to be in this position, so I'm really happy for you.
Do you remember by any chance the first time you went to Disneyland?
Well, probably not, but it was pretty young. But yeah, there's a lot of different nationalities there.
But the feeling of different worlds that you got there the first time, that's how I feel when I'm doing this program. Because you enter into a new world with a guide that was there. Yeah. And they take you by the hand to see what they saw, to feel what they felt, and then you get to meet these people, and then suddenly they are your friends.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go in a few weeks to the Indian club to be part of the Indian club.
I thought you said you were going to travel to India after all of this.
No, but it's like traveling.
Yeah.
It really is like traveling from your home.
Well, and we used to have an awful lot of shows like that, you know, before, where we had National Geographic and some other ones where they would follow people around. Oh, you know who is really good at that? Is there the one, I can't remember his name now, Steves, Rick Steves, is that his name? And he goes to all these different countries, but he brings you, just like you're going to do, is he brings you information, history, what's tasty. I mean, I think it's great. Well, congratulations. Now, if someone would like to know more about the show, or they would like to be featured in it, what do they need to do?
Oh, yes, please, please, please. Send me an email to RebeccaAguilar@gmail.com. Tell me where are you from, and you have to have lived in that country until being an adult, because I don't want your mother's stories. I want your stories.
Okay.
And then you will be here with you.
Oh, that's great. Well, congratulations. And everyone can watch the program right here on Village Television, and that's Sundays at 3:30 p.m., right?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Every 2 months, because we share the time with another program.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, I see. Okay, so they'll just have to check their directory for when you're on. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations, and good luck.
Thank you. As always, thank you so much for making this possible.
You're welcome. And if you would like to see the show, of course, we just mentioned it's Sundays right here on Village Television at 3:30. And if you want more information, or you would like to be a participant, email RebeccaGalad@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
Captain America.
Watch HGTV.
Netflix. Claire Trevor School of the Arts is UC Irvine's creative laboratory. From the most traditional of art forms to the radically new, we explore and develop the arts as the essence of human experience and expression. We're poised right now at a pivotal moment, as Trevor School is just emerging in its newest form. We have a brilliant future, and we're just getting started.
Our movie for today is called Return to Paradise, and it is starring Vince Vaughn, Joaquin Phoenix, and David Conrad. And it's about three gentlemen, Louis, Sheriff, and Tony, are three friends vacationing in Malaysia. Sheriff and Tony eventually leave to pursue careers in New York, but Louis stays behind to work with orangutans. Sounds very interesting. And you can catch that at 2 and 6 p.m., both with closed captioning, and that is brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. Now, wanted to let you know about a couple of announcements. Of course, we have July 4th that's coming up right around the corner, and we are going to have a fantastic parade as well as all-day activities right up to 6 o'clock, and that's including music and bounce house for kids. You can catch all the fun at 11 to 2, and then, of course, the music till 4. Clubhouse 2, free admission. Contact recreation@vmsinc.org for more information. All right, and then, of course, the Pageant of the Masters is coming up as well, and you can catch the Festival of the Arts as well as the Pageant of the Masters. Check out these dates, and, of course, you want more information, go to pageanttickets.com or call 800-487-3378. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather before we head out to enjoy Monday. We are looking at nice temperatures, not too hot, but very nice for the rest of the week. 84, 65, 83, 66, and the rest of the week at 81 with an overnight of 65, 61, and 62. And our sunrise this morning was at 5:43, and our sunset will be at 8:05. And Cole, thank you for sending this in. It's a gorgeous photo of a highway. And of course, if you have a photo you would like to share with us, please email it to Laguna Woods Village TV@gmail.com. All right, tune in tomorrow. We will have some more guests, and join us right here at 9 a.m. on This Day, right here on Village Television. Bye-bye.
What sets MaidPro apart from other cleaning companies? Well, for starters, we're pros. So we're pro scrubbing, dusting, shining. We're pro kid and pet friendly. We're pro doing things your way, like not touching your messy desk. We're pro neat freak. We're pro affordable and pro Monday afternoons because that time was just right for you. In short, MaidPro is pro you. MaidPro, because your standards aren't standard.
You could be caught by storm, or just caught red-handed. Maybe you caught some sun, or a run with a twist. Life is full of surprises. Your health is no different. Get access to nationally renowned physicians, 225 locations, 24/7 face-to-face virtual care options, e-visits, and much more. With trusted care that 97% of patients would recommend, it's everything you need, all from one health system. Make the one choice that takes care of everything. Choose Memorial Care.